Gonna need you. Hey guys, welcome back to Meadow Green Homesteading. So today we're up in the garden and we're gonna do some trellising.
Yeah, we're gonna stake up our tomatoes using the Florida weave system. They're growing pretty quickly and we want to be able to support them from wind damage and also when they start bearing all that heavy fruit. And then we're gonna go over to the beans and do a little bit of a different Florida weave system trellising for them.
Okay, so we got a lot of work to do. Let's get started. You gonna help?
Yep.
You are?
Yeah.
You ready to get hot?
Yeah.
Sweaty?
It's already hot up here.
Dirty?
Yep.
We can go swim in the pool?
Yeah.
Alright, so we got our T-posts set up right here. We have 8 T-posts for the tomatoes. Each row has 2 runs of tomatoes, so we're going to do them approximately every 8 feet. Rows are 36 feet long, so that should be plenty of support. And then later on we're going to use these T-posts for the beans. Alright, so we got our T-posts all set up. What we're going to do now is put one on the end of each individual row of tomatoes. We got our T-post driver all ready. Let's hammer this home. Okay, so what we have here is about 450 feet of 100% cotton string. And what I'm gonna do is I'm at the first T-post and I'm gonna tie a loop right around the first notch. And we're gonna run this the whole length of all of our T-posts. We got 4 in this row. And what you do is you want to go around one side of the stalk of the first tomato plant. The next tomato plant, you want to go around the opposite side. Then we'll come back around the second string, crossing on the opposite side of the stalk. So we're making a slight weave pattern as we go down.
tie it off on the post and then we can move to the next row. Okay, so now that we have that first row all strung up and supported, then we'll come back in a while and we'll do another row of string about another foot higher as they grow. There are two different kinds of tomatoes here. We have the invincible tomato. I got those seeds from Haas Tools. And then there's also, these are the southern ripe tomatoes, which are more like a paste tomato or canning tomato. And then because I direct sowed all my seeds for everything, there was a few spots where things didn't germinate. So I filled those in with some of these early girls. And the early girl tomatoes are just starting out. You see some of them are just babies. So as they grow, I can help them through the weave, and then as the bigger ones grow, we'll just keep adding layers of string. The bush beans we're gonna do a little bit differently. Instead of weaving in and out of the plants, we're gonna do one straight line on each side of the plant. So let's go get the posts.
Okay, so it is so hot out here. My phone shut off while we were recording setting the T-post. So we've got all the T-posts set in the row of beans right here. 3-foot T-posts, nothing too big. We don't need anything too big. They're only bush beans. So those are set in place. I think what we're gonna do right now is run some string here in a minute. Gabrielle and Jacob are down on the swing, cooling down for a minute. So we got a nice little hangout area down there in the shade and underneath the walnut trees. We're gonna take a break for a minute, get cooled down, and we'll get right back to it. So this is what you're looking for right here. You want the string, 2 strings, one on one side of the stalk and one on the other, just like that. These beans are really close together, so you don't want to wind in and out the stalks. Perfect. So I should take care of these for a couple weeks, and we'll come back when they're about a foot taller and do another row.
Okay, so we got the trellising for the tomatoes done and the beans, and we'll come back and do the peppers when they get a bit taller and bigger.
Couple more weeks. How's everything else in the garden going?
Really good. The broccoli is just starting to form head. The strawberries are doing great.
Corn's growing quick.
The corn is taking off very quickly. And I don't know if you could see from the video earlier, but the beans are starting to have beads on them. So we'll be picking beans pretty soon.
Yeah, eating a lot of peas.
Yeah, the peas are probably going to be going by, but we have cucumbers coming in right underneath them. So, and they're coming up pretty quickly too now that we got that good amount of rain.
Yeah, there's cucumbers, zucchini, pumpkins, those are growing really quick. Watermelon's growing quick. I think here in the next couple days, or perhaps tomorrow, we're going to harvest the beets and we're going to be pickling those. So that's going to be a fun one. We'll do a little video for that. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching.
Sunflowers.
Oh, I'm still recording. Ah, imagine that.
So now that the tomatoes are done, let's go do the bush beans.
Why are you flying?
I don't know. Are you recording right now?
Yep.
My sandal made a noise when you were talking, and I was like, how are you going to edit that out?
I can edit in farting, but I don't think I can edit out farting.